What's up, you guys? Mez here, and I wanted to do a quick video previewing some of the Arnorian units. I made some changes to the game. I'm going to pop this video up before the next stream, and it might be relevant later on too, who knows. But this is just a custom battle to show off what Dak has done and what I've modded in to be a somewhat uniform Arnorian army. And so let's get to it. I'll show you some of the changes that I made, some of the changes that are already in the game, and some of the changes that I plan on making, which will be in the back. And so these are specific units that come from specific places. The Tharbad Royal Guard are pikemen. I have them stacked onto each other because it's cooler that way. But you can see the pike holding guys. That's the Tharbad Royal Guard. And you can see that halberd wielding units are the Sons of Numenor. And so their spears are just slightly shorter, but they have really nice armor. It's the same armor that Aragorn's Grey Company will have, just holding a halberd. This is our faithful Dunedain Wardens, and a beautiful, beautiful shield wall. Got their spears out. I got another unit of them on this side. That looks a little more uniform. And a shield wall. And so that's them fully upgraded with the beautiful Arnorian full plate armor. The black capes. That is what you know as the Dunedain Armsmen, fully upgraded. They are also in a shield wall, protecting their buddies with shields. Back here you got the Dunedain Blade Masters fully upgraded. This is a very beautiful looking unit. I love the inscriptions on the swords. It looks like they were forged by the elves. Back here you have a familiar unit. The Cardolan Sentinel is fully upgraded. Now they don't have the shoulder armor because it gives them room to maneuver their hands for arrow firing. It's a little more dexterous armor. But they have the shields on the back. They'll pull their shields out when they're fighting in melee, which is a fabulously fantastic thing to have. And so yeah, same thing on this side. You got one unit of the Armsmen and a shield wall. Blades Masters, so your strike infantry. And then you got your Cardolan Sentinels, fully upgraded. So the Sentinels and the Wardens will be carried over to the late game. They're going to run right through to the end, which is an awesome thing. Grey Company. So Aragorn's not here because it's a custom battle, but Aragorn would be right there with his Ilesar armor. I'm still trying to figure out how to get the dagger in so he can have his long Flame of the West Anduril, and he can have the dagger that he got in Lothlorien and his offhand. But that's what these guys look fully upgraded. Just so cool, so badass. These are just a little bit more detail than like the Armsmen. These guys are a little more uniform, but not as much fine detail. These guys have a little more heavy armor. And of course you got Balin, you got Círdan, and you got Glorfindel. I'm probably going to switch out Círdan for Theoden, who just died in the campaign. But we're going to treat that death as he's in exile, and he's joining Aragorn to help him reclaim Rohan eventually. Okay, next up. The Doudna Bodyguards. This is what they look like, fully upgraded. They got the black mask on, so it's like the black cloak, pretty much. They look just like so cool, like silent killers, pretty much. Holding the steel bows, so they're armor piercing still. Yeah, what else is there to say? They still have the axes, and so it's just a sweet, sweet, sweet looking upgrade compared to what they had. Next up, Steel Bowman fully upgraded. Look at that. So that is what Halbrand will look like when he gets his fully upgraded armor. Same thing, I got 2 units of it. You can see that is a fabulously cool looking armor. They still got their 2-handed sword. Next up, Minas Ithil Guardians. This is what Dak has changed. They used to be a spear unit, and now they are a double-handed sword. So they are better than a lot higher armor and defense skill than Minas Ithil Guardians compared to the Blade Masters. And so next, you all know these guys really well. Arthedain Knights. Very awesome unit. 33 defense. These guys are hard to beat. Next up, this will be Gandalf's unit. This is the Arthedain Royal Guard. So Gandalf will be here, Gandalf the White, when he shows up in the campaign. Very, very heavy cavalry. This is some of the best cavalry in the game. 13 charge bonus. You get charges with this, you can take out most everything outside of really high-end spears and pikes. Next up, you got the fully upgraded Dunedain Cav. You can see that's just like the Spearman unit, just on a horse. And they're awesome. Next up, you got Dunedain Scouts. And so that is what I'm working on. This is the old Grey Company unit. They used to have the shield on the back. But yeah, I have to do some work to get that working again, because the model is off. So I might give them Dol Amroth's new horse archer unit. Plop him on my horse instead for a little variety. A little change of pace. The scouts are going to be away from the central army anyway. They're made to scout and harass the enemy. But obviously the most used unit is going to be the Wardens. I'm probably going to have more spearmen than anything else. They are extremely useful, and so we'll put them to the work. And I'll try to get as many of these regional units in as possible. Obviously, armsmen will be bread and butter. Dunedain Bodyguards, that's kind of my armor piercing. Their two-handed axe is armor piercing. And so these guys in bulk will kind of be my strike infantry after they spend their arrows. They're very invaluable. Steel bowmen, as soon as I can start mass producing them, I'll be producing a lot more of them. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys this because I have modded the game again because they didn't let me upgrade to this armor unless you have a high-end barracks, and I read on their Discord that that wasn't meant to be. And so I set everything to be available with the master armor. And so that we should be able to get these high-end armor upgrades from that, instead of letting the dwarves build up our bases to level 7 armor and then buying the base back, which is just too much work for this type of campaign, especially with where it's at. We're fighting late game units from Dunland and Angmar, and so it'd be nice to have our our elite armors up and running for all our guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little preview. Hope you're looking forward to see it live in action on stream. I would play this battle out, but I want to leave that to surprise for you too, so you guys can see this in its glory in game, and we can go from there. So hope you guys enjoyed. Looking forward to seeing you on the next stream live, and I can chat with you in person. Till next time, take it easy.